Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David Burrows, and this is episode number 70.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Tell me you're ready.
Hello, everybody, once again, and as always, thanks for taking the time to stop on by here on the show. Please take a moment, subscribe to my channel. We're going to be putting up some little clips that you're not going to want to miss, a chance to win some great prizes. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and take the time to share with 5 new friends so we can keep the show growing bigger and keeping it better for you. All right, well, this past Saturday, we were down at the 3rd annual Campbell Street Station reunion party. Honeymoon Suite was the headliner, and what an awesome performance they did down there. And, of course, opening act, Good Question took the stage. It was great to see these guys back up on the stage and doing some of the classic tunes from way back in the day. So thanks, Good Question, for that. We got some footage here that we're going to share with you. And just before we do, here's a few pictures of some people having some fun. We had our contest winners from last week's show meet Honeymoon Suite and get some pictures taken as well. So congratulations to our winners. And thanks to everybody who made the attempt to win those tickets down to Honeymoon Suite. But right now, let's take you down to the Mule for the 3rd annual Campbell Street Station reunion party with Honeymoon Suite and Good Question. Take a look at this.
You kind of like rejoined here tonight, right? Who loves Brian Joyce? And then there's these other guys. They've been around here for a while as well. And who? Yes, Mason on drums. The youngest, newest member? That's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to celebrate your 3rd annual Campbell Street Station reunion party. Give it up for Good Question. Congratulations being here tonight. Been great so far. You're up dancing. I'm not going to say a whole lot because you know why you're here. So, if you're ready, say I'm ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd annual Campbell Street Station reunion party. Here is Honeymoon Suite.
All right, well, as you can see, lots of people having fun down there. The ladies were up front and dancing for Honeymoon Suite, and everybody had a great time down there. So thanks to everybody for being down there. Thanks to Honeymoon Suite. Good question. And all the fans. What a great party. And congratulations on another successful annual Campbell Street Station reunion party. All right, well, we were in the K106.3 studios as well this past week with Matt McNeill and special guest Ken Tizzard. Of course, Ken Tizzard playing with the better-known Watchmen and Ian Thornley and many others as well. He was down here playing at Paddy Flaherty's this past week, and what a great night it was. We didn't get a chance to get the footage of him playing down at Paddy Flaherty's, but we were down there talking to him later in the evening. But we did get an interview in the K106.3 studios. Matt McNeill interviews Ken Tizzard as he talks about his new CD that's out and available now. So take a look at this interview, and then we'll be back with more.
Great classics, the best new rock. K106.3, Ken Tizzard with Bad Intent. That's called The Other Side of Wrong. Performing tonight at Paddy Flaherty's with Blind Mule. Welcome to the K106.3 rock environment, Ken Tizzard.
Thanks for having us, Matt. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad, thanks. Joining you here, we've got Ken Grant on the bass. And Dave Fisher on the drums.
Cheers.
Teaming up. And tonight, Paddy Flaherty's. Now, Ken, you've been the bass player for gold and platinum selling Canadian bands. You've been around the block with Thornley, the Watchmen, and congrats, guys, on the release of the 4th album, The Goodness of Bad Intent.
Thank you.
And tonight, Paddy Flaherty's going to be an early show, isn't it?
Yeah, we're on 9:30 to I think almost 11, 10:45 or something. Yeah.
All right. Until the light comes on over the stage, right?
Exactly. Time for the disco music.
Until Zach Galifianakis hits the play-out music or whatever.
Yeah.
The live show, a unique blend of rock, punk, country, folk. I hear some definite Tom Petty kind of in there almost.
Yeah, there's a lot of Tom Petty. He's been a huge influence on a lot. Well, Bob Dylan first. I mean, Tom Petty in a more contemporary style, I guess.
A pedal steel rock and roll experience, and looking forward to that tonight with Blind Mule. Now, in more than 15 years, you've been like at Toronto's ACC. You've been way out to even to Russia.
Yeah.
Way over. How was that?
Russia was an experience that, in retrospect, was one of the best tours I've ever done. But at the time, it was a nightmare.
There is something about Canadian musicians overseas in Europe. They love us.
Yeah. Well, Europe it's a great country. I mean, there's certain. It's a great country. It's a great part of the world. Russia was really interesting. This was back in the early '90s when we got there when Parliament was dissolved and the White House was bombed, and we were there for that whole 5-week period where there was curfews imposed, and there was 2 militaries and 2 sets of police and 2 governments. It was really, really weird.
You're just right in the middle of it.
Yeah, we got sent to live with the Canadian ambassador in Moscow for 2 weeks while we were there, and because we weren't allowed to do certain things, so he took us under his wing, and it was great. We just moved all the shows to afternoon shows, and people still came out. We had a lot of fun, but it was a really creepy time.
Wow, you've been on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I've heard. Is there really a legendary spread in the green room? I've heard.
They were late bringing the vodka.
They just wanted to make sure that everybody didn't get into it too early. And Bob Izumi's Real Fishing. Did you actually go out there and fish with them?
Yeah, well, Bob's a friend of mine. We fish a lot, and I've been on the show 3 or 4 times with him. Yeah, he's great.
Everything I've learned about cooking pike, I've learned from Bob Izumi.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and he's one of the only guys I can go fishing with. He's one of those guys who says, okay, 15 feet that way, and I'll tell you when to stop letting it drop. So you cast out, and then he's like, okay, reel now, and you start to reel, and then boom, there's a fish. He's like, I don't know how he does it. He's got that weird sense about it.
It's like a Jedi mind trick.
It is, yeah. He's very much like a Jedi. He's a little bit like Yoda. He's small too. He's a little tiny guy.
It's like, I don't know if you remember, way back in the old day, back in Sesame Street, it was like the fish call. Ernie and Bert sitting in a boat going, here, fishy, fishy, fishy. They just jump into the boat. No, Bert, you got to see it louder. Anyway, well, thank you for coming into the K106.3 studio and hanging out with us today, and looking forward to your show tonight. Down over at Paddy Flaherty's, and if I can recommend the Irish nachos, try the Blarney chips. They are fantastic.
Excellent. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll try that. And
I love it when musicians show up with guitars. That means we're about to get serenaded. And what are we performing here tonight?
We're going to do a song. This is a song called This Town of Mine. I wrote this song about Campbellford, which is a little town that I live in these days. And this is the song off the record. And it goes just like this. I came here from the city, trying to find some peace of mind, to get myself on track and buy myself
Someday I'll say goodbye to her and walk right out the door. Town of mine.
All right, Ken Tizzard, thanks so much, Ken, for spending time with us in the studios at K106.3, and thanks to Matt McNeill for inviting us down for that very special interview as well. We're going to be staying in touch with Ken Tizzard, and we're looking to plan to have him on the show here. In fact, we were talking to him. He says we just got to arrange the schedule. So, Ken, we're looking forward to having you here on the show and hearing more, and congratulations on your new CD. All right, well, we got to show off some of our sponsors. Please take the time to view the sponsors and visit their websites to show the support here on the show and support these local businesses. Take a look at this, and we'll be back with more.
Cheeky Monkey, the greatest CD store. Cheeky Monkey, movies and more. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest CD store in town. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest CD store in town.
All right, well, once again, thanks to all our sponsors here on the show, making this show possible to bring to all of you. And once again, that's why we ask you to take the time to subscribe and share with 5 of your new friends so we can keep the views growing around here. All right, well, a couple weeks ago, I talked about special celebrity interviewer, inventor. I don't know how to describe this guy, Gary Ward, celebrity interviewer to the stars, as he claims. And also interviewer, inventor, I'm not sure. So anyway, we finally decided to get Gary Ward here on the show. And secret location, we weren't allowed to. Gary made us swear in, and we were blindfolded and taken away in a van. You get the whole picture. Anyway, we did get this interview with Gary Ward. Nobody else has ever had an interview with Gary Ward. We were the first to have a video interview with this Gary Ward. That's all I can tell you about it right now. So take a look at this interview with Gary Ward. You're going to be seeing him here on a regular basis here on the show. But check this out. We'll be right back. All right, well, this week here on the show, I got to tell you, I usually try to plan these interviews out, and I got to warn you, I'm not really sure where this interview is going to go. But a couple of weeks ago here on the show, we talked about a celebrity who's a big fan of Southern Fried Incorporated, of course, we had here on the show. And his name is Gary Ward, and he's a celebrity. And a celebrity of what? You're going to keep watching this. We're going to find out. Gary Ward, thank you for being here on the show.
Well, it's actually, well, it's your pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
Your pleasure.
It totally is.
It's your pleasure my pleasure to give you pleasure by being here.
You know, we met originally through Southern Fried Incorporated, of course, and you came across as a huge fan.
Well,
these
yeah.
guys.
Well, I've taken them on, so they're under my wing now. So
You've taken them. How you've taken them on? How?
Well, I'm guiding their production, and I'm guiding their engineering.
Okay. And are you a manager of other bands, or are you?
Well,
like
I manage their keyboard
stars?
player as well. Really, I got him under my wing too, so that's pretty good. That's kind of how I started, really. So.
Right.
But I'm kind of new in the game, but I'm the agent of the stars, and it's just growing every day.
Right. And what are you doing to make it grow?
Well, they're secrets, so they can't really reveal, because, if I give my secrets away, then people butt in on my stuff, and then I'm out. And then I'm out of the game. So, but, I'm doing it by getting the buzz out, by letting people know about, the things that I do that are good.
And when you say, like, people butt in on you, you've also been known as an inventor.
Yeah, I invent things.
And you and Alan Parsons have kind of a bitter weirdness going on.
Yeah, I mean, if there's some video going around there where I was trying to explain to people my wordophonic sound that I invented. And
What? Sorry, wordophonic sound?
Wordophonic sound, that is
Okay.
correct. It's like the quadraphonic sound, but he stole it from me. And there's video out there. It'll explain the whole story of how my ideas get stolen from everybody. And I'm never compensated or nothing.
And you want to be...
I
so
get
you,
stiffed.
you got stiff big
I
time?
get stiffed all the time in the industry. The industry stiffs me, but I'm not going anywhere.
Wait a minute. Now, that's a pretty big statement to be making, Gary. Like, what else?
I'm here,
How
to,
else
straighten,
you
I'm here to
stiffed?
straighten them all out. I'm here to freaking stop
Well,
the
okay,
stiffing.
Alan Parsons. Who else? Who else
Wow.
owes you?
Wow, man, let me see. The list goes on. I mean, everybody's kind of stiffed me one here and there. You know,
Right.
sometimes big guys like John Allen, he stiffed me once, a long time ago. He stiffed me back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Gary Ward from?
Well, I'm originally from Canada, but now I live in Toronto. So
Okay.
yeah, so that's where I live now. I'm in Toronto now.
And are you a graduate student of somewhere?
Yeah, I went to Humber Grove Collegiate in Toronto. There, that's the we take the short bus.
Is that is that school still there?
I think so. Yeah, it's still there. Last time I checked, it hadn't been blown up yet.
And when did you graduate there? Like 1969 or
Yeah,
something?
like that. I can't remember. It was a whole. That summer was a blur.
Right.
It was. I don't remember a thing. So.
So what can we expect to see from Gary Ward in
Well,
the future?
right now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get myself positioned so on the interweb, so I can get some my show going.
On the what?
So, on the interweb.
The interweb.
Yes.
What's the interweb?
Well, it's the interweb out there, the internet web.
Oh, the internet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. I'm
that's
sorry.
it, well, I'm not really up to speed on all the technical mumbo jumbo that's out there,
Right.
because I concentrate on just.
Did
being
you
me.
invent the internet?
I did really, but I didn't really pay much attention to it after I did. I let it go because somebody stole it on me, and so.
Right.
So they were gone, and I got no
That's
compensation.
too bad because you would have.
I would have been a bazillionaire.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
know. I would be.
You would have been
I'd
able to
have
like
Bill
buy a
Gates
new
in my
shirt.
pocket.
Yeah.
So, anyway, it's funny about that.
You got
I got a little angry.
a little upset.
Yeah, I
That's
do.
pretty touchy with you. Like you.
Yeah,
you
he's
get a little
Bill Gates is a
emotional.
little touchy with me anyway. But I don't want to get into that because then there's lawsuits and things like that. And nobody needs that.
Yeah.
I don't need lawsuits. But but I'm gonna have my weekly show coming out. Maybe every 2 weeks. I haven't decided. Depends on how busy I get. I'm a busy man.
Right.
So, but I can squeeze it in. We're gonna start doing some broadcasting.
Right.
And
you're gonna. So now, can we officially? I kind of asked you this before, but are we gonna see Gary Ward on my show every week, like a 1 minute?
If I'll fit you in, Dave.
Yeah.
Because I like you. You're a
Do
good
you?
guy. Yeah,
Okay.
I like you. You're a good guy. You're calm, man. You don't get too excited about stuff. And
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think we can squeeze that in. We'll make it happen.
Okay,
All right.
so Gary Ward, I think, because you have a lot to say, instead of 60 seconds, we'll give you 70 seconds.
Alrighty then. You throw in
would-
the extra 10 seconds. I'm sure that with a little bit of effort and hard work, I can come up with some material that'll accommodate the extra 10 seconds. I can do it.
All right.
I can raise to that level.
Okay.
Alrighty. That's how I work. You set the bar and I just go above it.
You go above
I
it.
go above and beyond.
Right.
Above
No
and
matter how
beyond.
far that bar
Doesn't
is.
matter what it is. I go above and beyond.
Right.
I just come here and I give and I give and I give some more.
Where do you buy your glasses from?
You know what? I found these in a dumpster.
Oh, shocker.
I found them in a dumpster. I was
Yeah.
walking by one day and they were sitting right there in the dumpster. I
Yeah.
found them.
And I have to ask too. It's a common question, but who cuts your hair?
Oh, I go to Paris.
To Paris,
I
Paris,
go to-
France.
Yeah, I go to Paris to get my hair cut. This is done by the professional French people. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Understand?
Do you pay a lot to
You
have
have
that
no
done?
idea how much work it takes to get the hair like this.
Do you pay a lot to have that done?
No, they do it for free because I'm Gary Ward.
Because you're Gary Ward.
I'm Gary Ward. That's right.
And what about Gary Ward's wardrobe?
These were sewn by Chinese people.
Oh, is that right?
That's right. Yeah, Chinese people. I don't know where. Can't say if it was in China, but I know Chinese people sewed it.
Right. And do you pay for that?
No, it's all gifts. They're
all-
sponsorships.
Gary Ward.
Because they know what
sponsorships.
Gary's all about. They understand that Gary's bringing things to a higher level.
Yeah.
So they're in on the game. They're in with it. They want me to succeed. You understand? And if I succeed, then you're going to succeed. It's just simple.
I'm feeling more successful
See, that's
already.
right.
Just,
You're a more
just talking to
successful
you.
man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've said it before. There's a message every time Gary talks, and if you stick around long enough, you learn things. You understand?
Right.
Because you're not here to socialize.
No.
You're here to learn.
And I feel like I'm
You're here to gain knowledge.
Yes. I'm certainly learning
And I'm the
something.
man to
here.
hand out the knowledge that you need to gain.
Right. Well, and I'm feeling like a better person.
I'm
just for
glad you
knowing.
are. I'm glad that I've touched you in a positive way.
Yes.
Yes.
And I got to say, I'm thrilled and looking forward to having you on the show in the future. And just before we go, do you have a final message that you'd like to say to my viewers out there?
Don't eat any wooden nickels. I'm just saying.
Right.
That's my advice for the day.
Okay, very good. Gary Ward.
It's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
No, the pleasure's mine.
Well,
and
it
I
is.
thank
You're
you.
right, but
I thank you. So
again,
I can't tell you. I've interviewed a lot of people, and I thank you once again, Gary Ward, for being here on the show. And
it's okay,
folks, you're going to see more of Gary Ward here on the show, and we're going to put some links up so you can
Gary
see
Ward.
Gary Ward.
Pay attention. There's going to be a quiz later. All right, there was questions, and you're going to have to answer them.
If you'd like to get to know Gary Ward more too, you can find him on Facebook. Very simple, Gary Ward, and you'll know the picture when you see it.
2 words.
Let's go back to the studio. There you have Gary Ward. Gary Ward, thank you so much for being here on the show. It's a privilege and an honor. We're very excited to have the exclusive first video interview with Gary Ward, and it truly was our pleasure, Gary, so thank you so much. Gary's promised that he will be here weekly on the show beginning next week, and we're going to give him 1 minute and 10 seconds every week to talk about whatever he's going to talk about or share. You just never know what's going to happen with Gary Ward, so we're looking forward to having him part of the team here, and we're very, very grateful for, I'm sure, all the professional advice that Gary's going to be able to give us to help improve the show, so keep watching. All right, well, there's going to be some special things coming up, of course, but we're not going to tell you right here. You're going to have to watch my Facebook and subscribe. We're going to have some special videos coming out over the next few days. So stay tuned for more, or as I like to say, stay tuned. That's all the time I got for you this week, everybody. Thanks once again. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.